and gentlemen, start your engine!
Dude, how long you been racing? You've been racing 300 fucking years, you stupid fuck.
Madsen is howling on James McFadden.
It's basically like rebuilding a car basically after the race, where you take all the injectors out, clean all the pistons, everything like that, take the exhaust pipes off, make sure nothing's scorched, everything like that.
All right, welcome back to the work area. This is going to be the one. I do a driver and a crew chief podcast here for the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series. It's going to be the first one of those that I do, and we've got the Merger Motorsports boys in here. So Kris and Jono Coyle, thanks for coming in, lads.
Yeah, thank you. Sounds like we're popping the cherry.
Yeah, well, not of everything, but of the driver crew chief series. So hopefully we get all the teams in here that we can, and preview the season and try and build a little bit of hype heading into the season. So we'll get to that. But the first thing I want to cover off on, obviously, just quickly with the guys that help us get here at the moment, just a business that hasn't had any business yet, KRM Hot Shots, that little business that I'm trying to get up and going. If anyone's got any leads in terms of that sort of stuff, hit me up. A fella that did a favour for me on social media and helped me out a little bit is East Coast Power Services in Queensland. Fella by the name of Isaac Dwyer. He's a listener. He wants 2 episodes a week, but I don't reckon my missus would let me do that. So we're doing one at the moment, Isaac. But yeah, if you're in Queensland and you need the best electrical company up there, hit up East Coast Power Services. And I need to plug this as well. I've never plugged it. I've had it on my notes for, 36 episodes now. If you're listening to this, click on the subscribe button on Spotify and YouTube. I feel like I just died a bit asking that. But yeah, if you could do that, I'm trying to get some funding, trying to get some stuff moving with this heading into the season. So all that little shit, social media type stuff actually does help when you try and throw the analytics in. So yeah, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, if you're having a listen, which there has been thousands of people listening, I've got like 60 subscribers. So hopefully everyone jumps in there, clicks the subscribe button, and helps us out heading into the season. But Luke Oldfield, mate, just got a message from him. Boys, the first thing, the 4-turn drive that I had on the sponsor night. So I haven't spoken about it yet. I was always hoping to be able to bring it up with you, and I'll start with you, Jono, mate. Obviously, you made the phone call to me, which I think I explained it to on the night, mate. It's probably just a phone call and a little bit of a fuck around for you. But for me, it was like a lifelong dream, always sitting in the hill or getting covered in dirt and wanting to have a crack at it. And it's the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't really say it was a fuck around, but it was just a phone call, and you say you always want to do it, and we're the spare spot, so why not make it happen?
Oh, mate, I think about it all the time, mate. Like, how is it for you in the off season not getting to drive? Like, how itchy do you get, Kris?
Oh, very, especially like this off season. There's heaps going on in the background, so it gets you even more keen going into this new season. So, but yeah, it's a long time. You know, you're 6 months off with no sprint car racing. Yeah. So, try and find other things to do to keep you busy, I guess.
Is the season here like perfect? Like it is. There's enough races, but does it cut short enough that it always wants you wanting more? Like I remember just talking to Brody Moller one time, and he said when he went to America, it was like unbelievable how many times he was at the track, and he's like, you just get over it so quick. And I was wondering, is our season, Jono, like a sweet spot? Would you want it a bit longer, a bit shorter? What's that like for you guys?
It's probably about right. You could probably go a little bit longer, wouldn't hurt, I think, but you know, there's probably only a handful that can sustain it to do that whole 25 odd nights.
Man, it's getting more.
It's up there.
And what about for you, Kris, driving? Like, could it go longer? I know.
Oh, yeah, now I've got Jono doing everything. Yeah, no worries. I'm up for more racing, but no, like Jono said, it's a big toll on those teams that don't have a full-time crew chief. Like 20 is sort of pushing it, you know, if they're the guys that don't have a crew chief and sort of working out of their, you know, sheds at home and stuff like that. So I think you need that balance of it's sort of right in the middle, and it does stretch people, I think, over the Christmas time, but you got to make hay while the sun shines.
And how much does it impact you guys then? Obviously, the Maddington Toyota Series has just announced that they're going to Geraldton, potentially to Bunbury if the track gets resurfaced, and then Albany and potentially one other. Does those country rounds, is that just something cool for you guys to do, or logistically does it make it a bit harder?
No, I think it's you just leave the shop a couple hours earlier. That's all it is. Like, obviously, yeah, Albany probably could stay the night, and then obviously we want to go down on the. I think we're going to go down the Friday and check into Wilson's Brewery on the Friday night. I think that's the only thing to do. So,
Hey, there's a few other things there.
Might need some bloody hot tips here.
I'll give you some, mate.
But yeah, we're obviously super pumped to be traveling again. Like, you sort of miss going to those places. Like, the last time I ran at Albany was in the 79. We had a really good night that night, and it just doesn't happen enough, I think. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting away, and everyone can sort of bang it around the boards at the Motorplex, but you go to the smaller track where you need to sort of try and make a mile out of an inch kind of thing. So it's more of a, I don't know, it's just different. It's just different. So it's better. It's going to be a better thing for all the drivers. Everyone's going to learn more and just make everyone better and hopefully a bit sharper when obviously Geraldton's after the high limit thing. But if we're going to get to Albany before, like, it's just going to broaden everyone's horizons a little bit and hopefully get everyone a bit sharper before that sort of stuff rolls into town.
I've said it a few times, and I think I first heard it from Ryan Cricky. It's the best domestic series outside of High Limit and World of Outlaws. But I feel like adding those extra tracks just adds that extra little bit of legitimacy to the series, like where guys like yourself, Jono, can show your skill set in terms of being able to set up a car. Like, it's not just the Motorplex. Like, they are all different tracks, and from the other tracks that I hear that it might be, like, it's going to be something different everywhere. Like, do you get excited to set the car up a bit different?
Oh, I think it's great. Like, I used to get excited about going to Allenbrook because you have to work on your stuff quite a lot, and it's a challenge, but it's a lot. It can be rewarding to see what you can do to it. And then even when Geraldton got announced, I think last time I was in Geraldton, I was racing a wingless at the state title,
Well, I've got a notebook then.
Yeah.
You might have a bit more than anyone else.
I ran second.
There we go, yeah.
It was a while ago.
And has 410s ever run in Geraldton?
I can't remember. I don't think I've turned a lap at Geraldton in a sprint car, eh?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
I can't, not that I'm an absolute scholar for it or anything, but I can't recall anyone running there, even though the Geraldton Jet's from there. I'm sure he's turned a lap or two there in something. And
probably 372s back in the day, but I think 410,
Yeah, and then then Albany, and then whether or not Bunbury gets resurfaced, like how different would you set the car up, Jono, for like say Geraldton, that, like, it from the wingless and that, but is it massively different in the car, or is it just bits and pieces?
Well, I think Geraldton's, it's just under 200 metres shorter than Kwinana.
Yeah, it's like 372
I think
on them.
370 or something like that.
That's
what's
tiny.
Kwinana? A bit over 500 or something, 520 something like that.
Half clay.
Yeah, and you got at Kwinana, you got the wing to turn you, so you need a few other bits and pieces to get you around.
Mate, we're in the off season. Let's say you boys are Scotty Chatwin's Merger Motorsports. So again, quickly just to finalise, thanks for you boys for letting me jump in the car, and Rain Leeson did a bit of a video, so it's on both of our channels if you want to go and have a look at that. He did a wicked little video. It's actually had a fair few views, I think. So
Yeah. It's definitely.
I was pretty stoked with that. So the Merger Motorsports, what does your off season look like, Jono? Like, what takes up the majority of your time? Like from when you last pack up the truck, what do you do?
Like, this one's probably going to be a bit bigger than the rest because we're changing cars and whatever else. So we've changed quite a lot of stuff, and then I've just got to go through everything just to cover my ass to make sure we can give him the best chance possible. Whether it's, emptying the trailer out and starting again, and every front end and every rear end, and
do you do
box,
that?
And, yeah.
Just gutter, itemise everything, go through everything. Yeah.
You got to make sure, Scotty's tipping a lot of money to go racing each night. We've got to give ourselves the best chance.
What's like the biggest pain in the ass job you have? Like the one thing, like regular maintenance or something. What's like the shit job you have to do most?
Probably greasing the drive line, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's just messy.
Yeah. It's a nightmare. I haven't. I didn't touch mine all year.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
You got a grease nipple in yours?
Oh, it's so hard to get it in. I don't know what I'm doing, mate. It's just a nightmare. But yeah, so that's you. How often do you have to do that then, or should you do that?
You
Just
should,
like, I'll write this
you
down.
should do it every couple of nights, really. But
Every
know,
10 nights, right?
if
mate?
you run like a proper decent neo grease, you can get 8 to 10 nights if
Yeah.
you want to push it. Like I've done a higher speed week and whatever else, and not done it once.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's what 7 nights, whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Well, even I just knocked out one with like Buddha Ayat, and he was saying over there when they run the midgets, he's like, they don't touch their cars.
yeah,
They wipe them down. That's it. No, they're too busy driving. He goes, when they blow up, you replace them. When something breaks, you replace it. There's no maintenance.
yeah.
You boys aren't running that operation.
Nah,
No.
I've got the time during the week,
Yeah.
so you want to make sure you can. Like I said, you got to give yourselves the best chance. It's already hard enough as it is. So,
Right. And then you got another little job now in the off season. I see there with the junior sedan, mate.
yeah, my young bloke's he turns 10 a couple of days time, so he's jumping in the junior sedan. But yeah, should be good. Yeah.
What's it like to watch him driving around in that? Like, what sort of viewer are you of him? Nervous, fine.
Well, he's only been out in it once so far, but he actually got around pretty good. So he just didn't quite get the whole changing gears bit and just let it rev out and pumped all the oil out of it.
But you reckon when he is racing, will you just tell him to send it, or you be a nervous sort of dad?
You got to go after it, don't you?
Yeah.
You got to go 11 to find 10. So
Yeah,
you'll bounce off a few things and whatever else. But yeah,
I like
it'll be
that.
all right.
11 to find 10. I like that. Mate, yeah, sweet, mate. All right, the boys. We got the message there from Brian Chalmers about your old man, and we'll ask that one a bit later. But I guess just your background in Speedway. I'll start with you, Kris. What's it been? Have you always been driver? Have you scrounging around scraping mud? How's it been?
Yeah, kind of. So, junior motocross, I guess the whole racing career started off back at Chidlow Motocross.
Oh, up in the hills.
Up in the hills. Only juniors, like we were only 4 or 5 at the time. And then just pretty much did that for me and John and I actually raced against each other when we were sort of 5 or 6, and then nothing
Who
really.
won?
Oh, I had the hotted up bikes. So
Okay.
I think
I didn't cover it.
yeah.
Even equipment is a different story.
Yeah. Apparently mine was hotted up, but Jono still beat me, but I don't know. I don't know. And then, just started off in the junior sedans when I turned 10. So we had, first car was a Datsun 120Y that Dad bought off fella in Bunbury. And we went up to a mate's farm at the back of Bindoon and just cut heaps of laps when I was sort of 9, even rolled it over up there onto my side. I remember rolling it onto my side. It was,
Found 11 then.
Yeah, found 11 straight up. So I remember I had he graded a big ditch into the track for the curb, and I spun out and both wheels hit the curb and rolled up onto my side, and I got a motocross helmet on and flannel and trackies and that, and I think I was bawling my eyes out, 9 years old. Then Dad pushed me back over. All right, now do a big skid and take off. So did a big broggy, and then I think I rolled it over again after that up there when I was sort of 9. And then I remember, I think we may have even cut a lap at Bribble Lake when I was 9 as well, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Way back in the day. We won't tell too many people about that, but yeah. And then it all started at 10, yeah. So the 120Y, and then we raced juniors all the way through to I was 15, that was 2005, and best achievement there was second, won Australian title in Alice Springs, where I think it was WA cars top 6 or something out of the 9 cars that went. So that was it was cool, growing up, and got to meet heaps of people that still friends with now that race juniors with and that sort of stuff. So it's been good to me, Speedway in that sort of regards. And then from juniors, I could have raced juniors until I was 17, but we had a 360 sprint car ready to go when I was 15. So we were cutting laps when I was 15 in what do we have? We had
Dad had sprint cars and stuff.
Well, yeah, obviously growing up as a kid, Dad had he had Michael Figlamini drive for him.
Yeah, okay.
He had who else? Him and Mick Dowling sort of had a bit of a thing going where it was mixed engine, Dad's car. And they ran multiple cars. They did like the USA Speed Weeks with
Like Corey's days, old man.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
Ronnie Day, he came out and drove
Ronnie
for
Day
Dad
come
in
out. Yeah,
98, I think it was. The poster on the wall back as a kid.
yeah. Like I remember that year. It was like Randy Hannigan, Kenny Jacobs, and Ronnie Day. And then now to see Corey doing what he's doing, like, it's just a whole other generation down the road. So that's pretty. Yeah, so we've been around it, forever, and I think it was always gonna happen. So just sort of lucky enough at the time. Dad was running his truck business, and that was sort of obviously paying the bills at the time. And we finish school and go work on trucks or build race car trailers or work on our juniors or sprint cars or whatever we had going on at the time.
Well, so were you practicing in a sprint car and then racing at junior stand?
Yeah, like I was 50. I was going from 60 horsepower to 600. Yeah.
You must have been bored.
So back then you could get the there was another license you could get where you could race a 360 when you were 15. It's not around anymore.
Yeah,
but
it was a different insurance.
Yeah, it was a different insurance company. It wasn't Speedway Australia like old NASA back then. So we could race at Pathara and Allenbrook and
At 15.
at 15 in a 360. Yeah. I remember racing it. I remember
Did
this one
everyone else
guy.
have to sign off on it or something like that? Didn't they?
Probably, yeah.
I remember.
Someone would have forged a signature somewhere, but and then the day, so Dad at the time he went over for that the Outlaws Down Under at Parramatta when that used to be a thing back in the day, and he come home with he went over there to watch and come home with a whole sprint car team. So he bought the ex Murray Williams, Dennis Moore Jr. 360. So it was just a roller at the time, but you got got the toolbox, got the esky, got the jack, got the old wheel knocker. Like just sort of that was the start of our sprint car career, I guess, was back then. And sort of Dad teed up an engine through obviously Mick Dowling. I think Carl ran that motor maybe as well when Carl Dowling started.
Yeah.
Then we got it and ran 360s for.
What? So you didn't know? Dad was just over watching the Speedway and come home.
Yeah, him and his wife at the time went over there to go watch it because it was like the biggest thing in Australia at the time. Obviously, that or the classic, and then he ended up making a connection, and didn't you guys fly out of Alice Springs or something? Didn't he go straight there from a junior title or something?
Oh, I think I raced at Kwinana and then flew to junior title.
Yes, I can't remember, but
That one. I was meant to go the next year, I think, with the old boy, but I think you tagged along too.
yeah. So we went one of the years, and he ended up setting up a deal with. Got to know Murray Williams quite well, and then Jonathan Allard the next year, and he then bought the next year they came out. They ended up buying the whole shebang again, and then that turned into
That was with the motor, I think.
that was with one motor, one or two motors. It was
been 26, the first one.
Yeah, Roth 26. So they were all ex Roth,
Kissler,
Prof
Roth
Motorsport.
motors,
They were, and that was.
Decent stuff then.
Yeah, it was decent stuff. And that was at the time when 372s were going to 410s. So I remember we had this 410 there and I was about 16 and it was like just sitting there waiting because the rules were changing and this and that. But that's where it all sort of kicked off, I guess. Like Dad had cars, but then him and Mum split up and everything got sold and this and that. And then he sort of started again. That's where it all started. And Jono's been on the spanners the whole time through that sort of deal.
Have you ever got behind the wheel of a sprint car?
Yeah, so his 360 deal, we went to Pathara, I think we stayed the night, and then I jumped in the next day, and Dad's like, ease into it, rah, and just flicked the switch and wide open.
Just got to go 11 and find 10,
And then just went flat out till I ran out of fuel. Come back in, and I think Dad's bawling his eyes out, and he's like, you can have this car and this motor, and rah. And I said, no, fuck, that's boring. I'd rather just work on them and go faster.
Boring.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, you just genuinely didn't have the itch to drive.
No. I think I was probably only 14 or 15. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years went by, and then I don't know if you were racing at the time. No, you were. I think we were racing,
been, yeah.
and then I decided to get a wingless So we end up getting a Maxwell V6. Ran that for, I don't know, a couple of years, I guess. 2 or 3 years.
This when wingless was still pretty new.
Yeah. And then, had enough of that. And then...
But just so for people listening, you can drive, hey? Like, you had lots of good results. You podiumed a state title.
Yeah.
Like, you can drive. Like, I just don't want there to be, like, a misconception that you've only just crewed, but, like, you've had lots of good results in Speedway, in wingless, obviously run the thing out of fuel at Pathara in a 360. You can drive too.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Back in the day in the junior, like, I actually shattered my ankle, like, snapped one side of it, shattered the other side. And then that was a state title.
Was that
That was
Morrowa?
your last state title.
Yeah, I remember.
Chief Steward's been a cock.
Yeah.
Morrowa, mate.
Morrowa, yeah.
That's where I did the collarbone, mate.
Jono got an Ambo ride in Morrowa.
Fuck, man. I fucked myself up pretty good.
Surprised there was an Ambo there.
Yeah. So the tyre actually come through like the firewall and like smashed my ankle because, so like the ball bit on your ankle.
Yeah.
So that was snapped off. The other side was shattered and it was broken side to side. And then, so I sort of got out. And
So you found 12.
I found 12.
Moved the wall and everything.
Yeah, it was a fucking big hit for one of them things. And then I got out and went to go stand up, whatever, and I was like, my foot was like 90 degrees to my legs.
That's not working.
And then they took me to the hospital, whatever, and like, oh, you just dislocated it. And then, it turns out I need screws and whatever else. And so that kind of fucked me throttle control.
Yeah.
For, in the wingless, whatever, I only had like an inch of throttle control.
Lucky it's to the floor anyway.
It's only a fucking six banger. Yeah.
Stomp on it.
But I raced the wingless for a bit and I don't know, did okay. It's probably the only one that could race Kyle Beard cleanly, I guess. Like me and him, everyone else would just take out. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, we did.
I believe you.
It was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, nah. So you were in there at the start. All right, let's get back to the season preview, mate. So, Jono, we sort of know, like, you empty the truck, you parts inventory, replace everything, service everything. What do you do, Kris, in the off season to get yourself ready? Is there anything you do just like to mentally anything, or you just rock up and send it?
Lately
you could just lie. If you don't do anything, I would just lie.
It's
CrossFit.
I haven't had a crew chief for the last like a full time crew chief.
Yeah.
So the off seasons have normally been pretty quiet from a team side of things, and then I think the longest because I've been in this deal for this is the 6th season now. So every off seasons it's normally up to me to do what he's doing now. So and then obviously still work and do everything else. So it's normally it's been busy in the years leading up for me, just in the off season to go through everything, get everything in order, worry about paint, powder coat, all that sort of stuff. So this season, this off season's very different. And then we've also
I am listening. I'll just quickly try and charge this.
We got drivers here.
yeah, what's going on?
Mate, this is the operation, boys. Maybe it's just not.
I thought this was meant to be a good show.
Well, it's the best podcast in WA, at least.
The audience needs to see your
It's
face.
the best one.
Yeah.
Best one in the country, I reckon.
It is,
Putting it
mate.
out there, old Co-Man's listening.
Hey, we chop him up, mate. We chop him up. Don't worry about that.
But I guess, something different, for myself this off season, we've, it's escalated, but we started off go-karting with my boy. So bought a kart for him. He was 5 turning 6 the other day. So he's, we got him a midget kart. So we joined Dirt Trackers and we're doing the dirt kart thing with him. And then, our first race meeting down there was like, oh man, there's a lot of standing around in between races. And I was like, I could do this. And I'm like Dane's out there.
I bet.
Jimmy's out there. Like Caden's floating around. He was at the education day as well. And, Joel Ettridge, Cam McKenzie's got one now. And I was like,
It is a mini speedway. Hey, I'll pop out there for a look. It's a mini speedway.
so I ended up buying one, bought a 125. And as for us, something to do in the off season, and then it escalated again. And Scotty seen what we were doing, and this looks like fun. So he got one as well. And now, all three of us roll up as full merger team at the go-karts now. So And the plan is to race every weekend and race in both divisions, like try and do the 125 lights and mediums and just get as many laps in as I can. So,
Is there any correlation, anything that you could take out of that to maybe not apply to a sprint car, but like does it just laps? Like, is there anything that helps?
Oh, like everything that helps. Like it's all reaction time. It's like shit happens pretty quick in a go-kart. Like it happens pretty quick in a sprint car too. So, you know, your footwork, your braking, your reaction time, your fitness, everything. Like we, you know, we're still learning the setups and stuff. Like Jono gives us a hand with it all. And
I'm fucking flat out on the
we
go-kart
put the,
race day.
yeah, we'll fuck around with the front end, trying to get the lasers on there, trying to figure it all out, making it go better. And I think we balls it all up and went the other way. And then we went to Wagen the other day, and it was just like super grippy. And like we had the tight as fuck setup in this go-kart, and I was just muscled it all day. And I was just like, fuck, I haven't even been like, my fingers were sore by the end of the day. And my fingers don't get sore in a sprint car. Like, so I'm thinking,
just gripping.
Yeah. So I was like, this is good. Like, good little sort of workout, you know, fitness and sort of mentally as well. Like, yeah. Dane's out there every weekend doing it. Jimmy's out there. Like,
How are they going? How do you go?
How do I go? Well, I'm just off my P plates.
Okay.
So,
Party time.
yeah. So I've done all my meetings off the back, got me logbook signed off. Only got one infringement so far. So dragged in the chief steward's office once. So
What, you shit mix someone?
nah, you're apparently not allowed to get out of your car and get back in again and keep going. Yeah, it's fair enough.
Minor detail.
Oh, come on.
But the 125's got electric start, so it's like, well, it was a lap one, and I got ran in the back of someone, minor thing, got stuck on the windrow and jumped out of the car. I was stuck, couldn't trying to bounce it off, wouldn't work. So jumped out, pushed it off. I'm like, it's lap one. There's a little hole in the windrow. I'm like, fuck it, jump back in again, like get some laps in. And then, did the race. It was good. Like, just at the back, clean laps. It was mint. And then, office.
Yeah, right.
Not allowed to do that. So,
Right. And what about, John, is there anything that like correlates from like setup-wise or just a completely different beast?
I guess the fundamentals are the same. You need, you know, transfers and whatever else and rah-rah. And I think, like, be good for him. You know, obviously the go-kart, you got no power, so you got to be real smooth on the wheel and not rob power. And I think all that should translate over to making an improvement in the sprint car.
And then, just quickly, what about like Jimmy? Because I've heard Jimmy's like a poet in a go-kart.
yeah.
Is he that good?
Yeah. Well, he's got all the titles to back it up. So he's been doing it for a very long time. So I've only done
three meetings.
Yeah, three or four meetings. Like,
They're excuses.
Yeah.
I'm hearing excuses.
I know. So, I haven't had a chance to race against Jimmy yet, but like Joel and Dane, and we're all together. Like I said, Cam McKenzie, he's just got one.
So you all race in the same class?
Yeah, we both do like the double duties as well.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's like this whole new world I didn't know about. So
And is it fun?
yeah, it's great fun. Yeah, like tinker with it during the week, like in
No
the shed at
pressure.
home. Nah, no pressure. No.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's great. And like Dane's doing the same thing. Like his boys in the midgets as well. So we're both jumping out of our carts, running out to watch the midgets on the infield to make sure they're all good. And it's awesome. Yeah, it's great. I don't know what sort of monster we're creating here, but with the boy. But yeah, we sort of had no choice. So.
He's not rolling up in Bindoon farm tracks, mate.
Nah, straight out to it. So we're cutting laps. It was a series of rainouts lately. It's obviously been a winter thing, but
mate,
we got to a friend's house on the weekend and cut a heap of laps. So yeah, it was good. It's good just getting laps in and keeping me busy in the off season.
I'm big on team owners and people that do so much for the sport, and obviously the team owner of Merger Motorsports, Scotty Chatwin. See the name everywhere. Like he sponsors a lot, he gives a lot back. Obviously the two, I don't know, the freeways or whatever they call them in the motorplex, like
was it Merger Pit Lane?
Merger Highway or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all those things. Scotty Chatwin obviously gives back to the sport and the participants in it. Like, I guess you know him a little bit better, Chris, but I'll get both your thoughts. Like, just tell me like what Scotty Chatwin's like and how much he's done for your career.
Yeah, heaps. He's an awesome bloke, like just down to earth. There's always no pressure with him. He, as long as the car's painted in Collingwood colours, like nothing's a problem. So
Is that what it is? Yeah, right.
So That's why it's white, black, and the outline of gold. It's the Collingwood logo. So I don't know if we're going to lose any fans after that. But
Well, it's on the truck.
It's on the truck. They're going to know.
It's
So.
also on the go-karts.
Yeah, so we got the go-karts, same deal. So the go-karts will stick it up like the race cars.
Yeah,
so,
okay,
So
sick.
Scotty's on board. So he's having a ball on the weekends too.
He's racing.
Yeah, he's putting his race
Yeah.
suit back on, and he's out there too. So they combined the divisions the other day, and because he's in like the heavies, I'm in the mediums. And
Give him a tune-up.
yeah, we're racing each
good.
other. It was good. So Jono's like putting a hot setup in his kart, so we change a few things with him because of the weight and stuff. And yeah, it's good. It's just all learning and all good fun. But yeah, as a bloke, awesome bloke, casual as. Obviously owns a great company, employs 40, 50 guys there between the companies there, and gives a hell of a lot back to the sport. Even I seen the Motorplex calendar today. He's still got the merger night around Christmas time through High Limit, and then the asphalt recyclers night is still on again. I think
Gold
it's
Cup,
the
is it?
Gold Cup, towards the end of the season. So he's still got his 2 nights again. So he's pumps a lot into the Motorplex, and no doubt. I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but with the resurfacing of the drag strip, I'm sure his name's going to be mentioned there somewhere. I'm sure they want some asphalt around there somewhere. I don't know, but
Didn't even think of that, but that would be
I
criminal.
don't know, but
It'd be criminal
obviously
if he
it's all
doesn't.
concrete, the track and the runoff, but I don't know.
Scotty does
he's
that
just-
too, mate.
Surely he knows some contacts, but he's put. Like just last season, they put that extra row in the
Yep.
pits as you entering the gate to the
The
left.
wingless row.
The wingless
Got
row,
us out of the grass. Thanks.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that Scotty? I
Yeah.
knew it was.
Yeah,
Thanks, Scotty,
yeah,
mate.
paved it all up. So,
Yeah.
and even with like the Night Thunder thing as well, and D Neal, and just putting it all back into the sport, getting your name out there. So
Because he genuinely loves it, and I love people that have successful businesses like that. Because I feel like particularly the guys in Speedway, they spend their money how I would spend the money if I had that money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I was talking to someone today, I don't know who, and I was like, what are the other wealthy people do that don't have speedway cars? They just must save their coin, or I don't know what they do with it.
Racehorses.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Race horses is working their way into sprint cars though. When I was doing some graphics up, there's a few sponsors around here. Michael Lane Racing with Churcop.
Yeah, I was going to say the lane train. Yeah.
Yep. Witten Racing with Trevor Jolly. Like, it's sneaking its way in.
Yep.
And then obviously, what's he like to do with you? Is there any expectation, Jono, for you, or like
Nah.
easy as?
Nothing. He's just lets me do my thing, and he, like, even on race day, I think you're lucky to see him before time trials.
Yep.
He just rocks up and he might scrape some mud off the car and he wanders off and doesn't say too much, or he's no expectations or anything like that, and no pressure. And
Oh, but what about like when he watches? Does he?
Apparently, he's a bit of a nervous wreck to watch when
Nervous.
he's watching me. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just from all the feedback, I'll be up ripping the top or something, and apparently he's on his chair like this, just sort of, what's he doing up there?
like he won't come watch with the boys. He goes up in the crowd and just sits on his chair, or when he's got the corporate box, whatever. And he just leaves us to it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He does heaps. You see it everywhere. Like, I know he helps Buddha as well. Like, yeah, he seems to do a heap, and I like to highlight that. Like, because it's easy just to see the sign up, but like he's worked his guts out to get the business to where it is, and then he's given back to a sport that he's pouring money into as well. So, shout out to, is it Asphalt Recyclers?
Asphalt Recyclers Australia. Obviously, Merger Contracting and J&M Asphalt. So, if anyone's listening, needs a driveway or some recycled
Or a drag strip.
asphalt,
If you need a drag strip.
I'm also pretty good in the truck. If you need some recycled asphalt,
or a loader operator,
Mate, we got it going on here, boys. Scotty, mate, I'll send the invoice in next week.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, last year, in terms of results, mate, not the year that you wanted, do you sit down at the end of the year and have like a debrief or like anything to look at it holistically and figure out what went wrong, or how do you assess last year?
Just time trials, really.
That's what I do have that here as the next thing.
Yeah, time trials and hard charges. That's
That was a year.
That's my year, yeah. So not being able to make that invert by, however, a 15th of a second, and then obviously coming from the back the rest of the night. So just need to work on the time trials. We know we can race. We always go forward in heat races. Any race we we're in, we seem to go forward. Very rarely hold our own or back it up. So once we can, time trial ride, and then we start towards the front, and the rest takes care of itself. So this year, obviously, we only did 3 meetings with Jono at the end of last year, so we didn't really get too much of a feel. But new cars, new frames, we've gone for Maxim chassis this year, so switching back to Maxims. So I really think between the Maxim and Jono and just all the prep he's putting in, and engine program and that sort of stuff, like it's ticking all the boxes. So it's sort of the deal doesn't want for anything, that's for sure. So we're sort of setting ourselves up for a pretty decent year, and hopefully we can wrap our heads around this time trial thing, and then we'll be off.
I'm not sure if you listened to that one episode that I did, but it ended up effectively being 7 meters separated second from 17th.
Yeah,
like
I remember that. Yeah.
So when I actually started doing those maths, I was like, you're losing what I think it was 10 centimeters every 10 meters is what you end up losing. Like, so you think you miss qualifying, but like, have you? Like,
I know.
But you seem to get the bad end of it every single time. Like,
the last night we timed pretty decent though. We changed a fair bit of stuff around, and we timed good, so it's not all negative.
No, it's not all negative. No. It's obviously been a big improvement since Jono's been there as well. Like, we were doing that Ellenbrook race, we were on schedule for
mate, that
top
Ellenbrook
5
race,
podium, and then
you were running the top. You're like entering on that line. I think it was in hot laps and qualifying. You and Jason Pride, like there was like a line. You were entering so high into 3. Like, do you remember that at all? I remember watching from the crowd going,
probably driving around the holes. That's probably what was going on. So,
but in the yak, like, but it looked real good. Like, seems, the
trick setup.
Yeah, looking back, is there anything? Well, I might ask you, John. Like, you were watching from afar the whole time, obviously with the Mayolos. Like, but when you watched him, did you have any thoughts or any ideas of what might not be happening? And then once you've jumped in, are you like, this is what I thought's been going wrong the whole time, I want to try this?
I would pay attention to what he was doing and whatever else, and you could see he was struggling and he was doing everything he could, but he just didn't necessarily have the car to get it done, so that's when I turned up and changed a whole bunch of stuff. And I think we did 4 shows, and like Ellenbrook, whatever, should have been top 5, if not podium. The second night, which was our first one at Quinana, we weren't that good. I think we drove over Kingy or something. And then work area. The next night, we were running 4th, coming up the 3rd, like pretty early on the feature, and the mag shit itself.
Yep.
And then the last night, I think we timed 2nd in the group, whatever
last
else.
night were you out of 4 on the last night?
No, you fucked up the dash.
No, what are you 6?
We got with
because Taylor hit the wall, and JD hit, and you hit, so you must have been 6.
Yeah.
So then he was in
that
front end
race. I remember that.
Fucked all the top wing and whatever else, and work area again. So 3 out of the 4 nights, and then we released the top 5 car. So
just didn't, stars didn't align.
Yeah,
I don't know. Some people say, you make your own luck, this and that, but it's a lot of shit. Can't avoid, mate, ripping it up in front of you. Maybe I should have qualified better. I wouldn't have been in that position, but.
Yeah, I do like this saying that everything is your fault. Like, and you work backwards from that. Like, okay, you were in that crash, but they crashed. Well, I could have been in front. So you just have to work backwards from it being your fault, and then what could you have changed earlier? But yeah, mate, that game. The thing for me is, though, you might be, say you miss qualifying setup or whatever. It's like, these aren't fucking mugs in front of you. Like, the teams that are beating you are as good as it gets. Like, again, the best domestic series there is outside the US. Like, for me, clearly the best. There might be better people here and there, but like as a whole on the same track, everyone gets so many notes on the same track. Like, it is a tough gig. And then did it start to play on your mind a little bit? Like, we aren't qualifying well. Like,
it was always in my head, that one. Like, just gotta go and watch last week's qualifying and go back on the footage and could higher here, lower there, but there's not much in it. There's never much in it.
Nothing.
And you're always trying to be smooth. Like I'll try and drive, like especially for qualifying, I'll just try and drive like with like 2 fingers, like just so gentle on the steering, and that's all in your head. And maybe I'm overthinking it because I've been so not so bad, but just missed it for so long. Maybe I don't know, but.
Yeah, I can see. But with that, so qualifying compounded in your head, right, potentially. But then how good you were after that, did that help you going like, well, I've moved forward after not qualifying where I want, like through most of the year, like in heat races, dashes, and then features, I've moved forward. Did that help you?
Yeah, because like I do that all the time. So it's
King Chrome.
Well, I know I can race. Everyone knows I know I can pass cars.
Yeah.
It's just always starting there.
Yeah.
So work on that.
Even that though, I feel like the hard charge is just like almost like a throwaway award. Like not throwaway, but like you don't pay much attention to it. But like you are moving up in one of the strongest domestic fields there is. Like every car you pass, you are earning it. Like some nights you're like plus 12.
Yeah, but then like that pack from 15 to 5. There's some fucking good cars.
Yeah,
and it's not just like, I'll throw a slider on you. Nah, they're gonna throw it back at you. Like, and you just watch the leaders get further and further away. So,
yeah, well, you might throw one in like 11th for 10th, and then 12th is licking his lips because 11 and then are holding themselves up, and 12's fast.
Yeah. We're all licking our lips, and we're going hammer and tong. Everyone's giving 110% for 10th. So it's tough.
It's a wild game, mate.
It's tough. It's just if you can start on that front couple of rows, the rest will look after itself. So, which is what I want to do, and what I'm, I haven't been able to, have those good battles with those top 5 cars, and I really want to be there, this year with those guys. It'll just teach you a whole bunch more. So, I think I've got from 15 to 5 covered. It's just the last 5. So,
it doesn't seem like you need in motocross. They talk about when you get to the front, you need to learn the speed. But is that the case in sprint cars? Because you look at your times, like they're equivalent. Like, is it more you need to learn how they race as opposed to need to learn that speed?
Yeah, because you're not racing those guys, those top 5 all the time. Like, what am I missing out on? What am I learning? What are they doing? Are they just are they setting a pace where they're happy to, for second to be behind first for a few laps, so they're not burning off tyres and waiting for fuel to go, like fuel load to go, and wait for lap cars, or there's just a lot to learn from being that next sort of not class up, but just from that
in the next
group.
pack.
Yeah, that pack.
Next little peloton.
Yeah. So we're just sort of climbing our way towards there. So want to get there, learn it, and then try and be on the podium as much as we can.
When you watch him, Jono, what do you like to watch him? Like, do you get? Because like I don't know Kris that well. Spoke to him a few times in the pits. I was like, a real nice guy. Like, I actually like him. Like but it makes me a little bit more nervous to watch. And you just want him to do good. And like, what's it like for you? It's your brother, all that. What's it like watching?
I've worked for a few different teams now. It doesn't matter who's driving it.
Is it just normal or nervous?
It's not so much nervous. Maybe if you're starting towards the front of a feature race, you get a little bit nervous. That and engine starts. Engine starts is bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, just make sure it fires up. And you can start it in the workshop and, be fine. But, as long as she kicks off and engine starts, and then
you're off to a good night.
feature races is pretty bad. Like, fuck, I feel like I'm in the car half the time, fucking yelling at him and whatever else, and fucking chop him, and it's like this fella, and
because it's an easy sport to watch. I always talk about it. It's easy.
I'm pretty good for the infield.
Do this. Why didn't you do this?
Yeah. Can't you have eyes in the back of your head? Yeah.
Even roll around the yellows, and I'll be pointing and trying to do hand signals and whatever else, and
Rub your tummy and hold your hand up.
Tell everyone. Could have cheated going to one.
Is it hard to obviously maybe with the teams you crew with before there isn't like the emotional connection there isn't with Kris? Is it hard to like your job is crew chief, like your job is watching the car and that? Is it hard to separate like that's my brother in the car and I want him to do good versus watching what the car's doing, etc., or are you just sort of accustomed to it?
No, sort of accustomed to it, really. It's just, that's your car and, your driver and doesn't, I guess, you don't want to see it crash or whatever, being a bit more with your brother, but, it's just part of the job. Yeah.
I'm always amazed. I actually spoke with Cody Lawrence once, and he was like, he wanted Jason to like drive, and he's like, well, if we wreck it, like, that's what my job is, to fix the car. Whereas me, like, it's save the car at all costs.
Yeah.
But he was like, mate, if we bin it, we rebuild it.
Well, I think, I don't know what year it was. It was with Lee Nash with the Wormwood deal over at the Classic.
Yep.
And
I spoke to Lee about that yesterday, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a ripper. Shout out Specialty Components, mate. Get your diffs and your steering boxes out there.
And power steering pumps.
Yeah.
And, so, we weren't really doing a lot, whatever, rah. And I think Lee was standing in the trailer and Craig Wormwood, the car owner, and I said, oh, look, we've got these four tie-down points in the middle of the trailer here. I said, we'll just tie the motor down and we'll leave the rest here. I said, fucking go out there and fucking have a crack, like, who cares? Like, we're all here to have a crack. Just go out there and fucking have a crack. And then he went out and he won the next heat race at the Classic, and everyone's pumped, so it was good. Yeah. But it's, you can't be worried about tearing it up. Because if you're worried about it, you may as well not be out there. It's in the back of your head. You hesitate, like, one thing I say to him or, the other drivers I work for, whatever, and, you don't hesitate. You can't afford to hesitate. If you lift or whatever, someone's coming through anyways, or you end up fucking spinning the wheels in the middle of the track or whatever. So you can't hesitate and you can't worry about it.
Kris, what's it like if you do hesitate in the middle of a 14 feature? Like, is it genuine, like, just one, like, moment, and then the cars are coming up the inside, then you can't get your lane again? Like, is it that simple?
Yeah, like, when you spin the tyres in the slick and you feel like you're in no man's land and you're just expecting a slider, and then that escalates to the next corner because you think you lost your speed coming off, so you're like, oh, I'll protect going this corner because his old mate's caught me, and then you fucked the whole 2 laps up. So every lap needs to be a good lap, like, ideally. Competition out there, no one's really making too many mistakes towards the front end of the field. So, but when you can't, back to hesitate. Yeah, no, you cannot hesitate. If you do hesitate, something's coming. Like, it's in the back of your mind. Like, you just can't expect to come out all screwly from one corner, then just drive in up top and pound the fence and think no one's going to slide you. So it's just sort of slow on the exit, then you slow on the entry, then you slow. It just escalates. You just comes back to getting every lap right. Like, everyone's human. You're all going to make mistakes. So you just got to, hopefully you're not the one making the mistake and you can capitalise on the guy in front of you. But it's, and with tearing up gear, like I that's always in the back of my mind. Like, I'm not, not the one paying for it. I don't like ripping it up. So I've never been one for that. So, but then you go out and watch me drive and bounce it off the wall, so it's like,
it doesn't worry you.
Well, it obviously doesn't worry me, but it's.
What is it like if you do junk a car, and then, like, you've got to see Scotty? Is that, like, does the limp get a bit worse? How is that coming back with, like, a car like that? Is that a weird feeling?
It is a weird feeling. You don't own it, and if you've just torn up all this money.
Like, I'll be looking for a wheelchair. If I run Scotty's car, I'll be like, someone get me a wheelchair now.
Yeah,
I need to get rolled back to the trailer.
It is always awkward, but he understands all that. Like,
he knows the game.
He knows the game.
Scotty's raced a bit, and I remember him racing. He tore some shit up, like, he knows it doesn't take much for something to go wrong, so it's not like you're doing it on purpose.
He'll come down, make sure you're all right, pat you on the back, have a good chat. Like, he's just, and it's not in a negative way at all, like, he's very understanding in that side of the things. It's not like, it's not like we've got just the one car and that's it, that's everything. So it's just the nature of the sport to be at that level, I guess.
And what about as a driver? I know qualifying is something you want to improve on, but if you had to, like, if there was, like, one particular skill you want to improve on from last year moving in, what is the one thing you want to do better as a driver? And John, just heads up, I'll be asking you the same question from crew chief. Like one thing you want to do better next year. So
better as a driver. Probably just, I don't know, just try and stay out of trouble if that's a thing. But it's to tell you I don't know, put me on the spot here.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Like for me, I find, so
Probably-
just to give you a reference point, I find I always turn in too aggressive in my wingless.
Yeah.
And then I wash too much speed off. So I have it now on my dash, drive it in,
Yep.
not like throw it in.
Yep.
I need to drive in and make when like my transfer point more to the middle of the corner than the start, because I'd come in hard, make feel like I'm like this, and then I'd be like, and then I have to fix it for the rest of the corner.
Yeah.
So like I need to try and drive it in a little bit further.
Going back and watching me in the car and like watching my arms and watching the drag link and see how much, the pitman arm, and see how much wheel work I put in, maybe to try and slow that down a little bit. Probably work on that, to tell you the truth. And like Jono, revs it up me even with the go-karting thing to slow down on the wheel, this and that. So I think that's sort of helping, mentally prepare for jumping back in a sprint car. Like, all right, I need to start to, just approach things differently. And, you've worked on doing it this way and try and see if it works in a sprint car, I guess. Like, just try different things. You always, it's hard to try things on a race night when you battling, the guys that we battle. And, I'm sort of mumbling on here, but yeah.
That's just like slowing down.
Slowing down the input, yeah. Just trying to, I don't know, whether that's washing off a little bit too much speed. I don't know. I might seem to be a little bit more quicker on the wheel than maybe a lot of other people out there, but, we've done things to slow the steering down as well to help with that sort of stuff. So every car's different, every driver's different. So
it seems like such a tiny little thing to work on, but that's obviously all you're missing. It's not like you're 20% off, you're 1% off. So like it's tiny, that is the 1%.
Yeah, it's noticeable. So try and work on that.
And then what about you, Jono? If there's one thing that you want to work on, whether it's like, I don't know, crew chiefy shit. What's one thing that you want to be better at this year?
Probably, I don't know, you always want to be better organised, going into all them big races and whatever else. And you just, you want to be better organised, and, I don't know, be nice to get the car to drive a lot squarer throughout the whole night, I guess, is something I want to try and work on, yeah.
And how much prep do you put into like, no, okay, here's speed week, I'm going to do, I don't know, carburetor shit. Like,
yeah.
Like, are you that detailed? Like, this week I'll do this. After that race, like, obviously all gone well, and nothing gone wrong with it, parts failures or anything. Like, are you detailed like week to week with your maintenance program?
Yeah, generally, because running the 2-car team before this, you had to be organised in, all right, this car's due this week, and then you can have that due on the next car the next week, and keep everything going on. And and then obviously that deal with 4 cars ready, so and plus everything ready to go, and I think we used just about most of it anyway. So
and what's the dynamic going to be like this year? Obviously, like last year would have been a little bit weird coming into the end of the season. It would have been almost like a free hit with the last 4 races that you did together. But you've had them. You've got this whole off season now. Then you're going to be racing. Like, what are you two like as brothers? Like, is it going to be like raw and honest feedback, which is a good thing? Will you fire up? Like, how's that dynamic going to play out?
There's no bullshit.
That's the thing I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't paying my wage, so I can tell him honest and whatever else. And it's even that's probably the biggest thing I noticed. Like straight away, it's like what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And you need to fucking get up at here. And So that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. Yeah, probably.
Because one of the things that that I want to highlight doing this driver crew chief series and trying to get crew chiefs on. Like, I want to highlight how important they actually are. Like you've said it a number of times, Chris. Like, I don't have to do that anymore. Like the weight off your shoulders by having Jono come in as the full time crew chief. Like, is that the 1% that you're missing? You don't know. Like,
yeah, and obviously I got to thank Scotty as well. Like, well, take the time to mention that. Like, no way did I think he would even go for a full time crew chief, and then, next minute, Jono's here. So I was gobsmacked as I thought Jono was going to stay at Malolos forever. I didn't see any dramas down there or whatever, but yeah, it all sort of come up pretty quick, and it's like, holy shit, this is happening. And well, people, Jono, like, and we haven't worked together since the teenage days, really. Like he,
Once.
Yeah, once, and what do we do?
A quick time put on the front row, then you tipped it over.
what was this Ben doing?
No, this is in the
Flex.
79, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Who were you? Malolos were having a
It was
holiday, weren't they?
no, I think it was Jamie's birthday or something. I just started for him, and then it was Jamie's birthday or something. So I was like, oh, well, do you mind if I go help my brother? And then no issues, and then went and helped him, and that was quick time, front row of the feature race, and then he maybe turned 3 and 4. He plugged in the fence and tipped it over.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Chris.
Yeah, how hard
Went
is
to
it?
11.
How hard is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Mate, so do you do any sort of like fitness work or anything in the off season, or like do you
I watch like my diet. I watch what I do. I watch, you try not to, live a healthy life. Put it that way.
Yeah,
healthy, active life.
Yep.
Pretty much. And then now this something different this season. Obviously, is the go kart thing. So that's there's some muscles sore the next day after that. So that's exactly what I was looking for.
Do you ever get fatigued in feature races or anything like that?
No.
Yeah, I was worried I would, because I could do 2 laps on a motocross bike and I'll arm pump, I can't hang on, and everyone said how hard it is. But touch wood, I've never got tired in the wingers. Like never, even out of breath, nothing.
Nothing.
And
no.
I hear some people say they struggle.
Yeah, it takes a long time to like learn how to breathe and breathing while you're going down the straight and that sort of stuff. And I think I really got on top of my breathing, probably 3-4 years ago now. So I don't know. Like I don't like I'll sweat. I'm a sweaty sort of person. Like you see me, you're just covered in sweat, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Not gassed.
Not gassed.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I'm not getting out of the car like hanging on the wing like, give me another can of Coke. Like, no, definitely not. It's no. I just watch what I do and just sort of eat, healthy sort of balanced life. And I've lost since being in this deal. Like I've lost probably 10, 15 kilos since I started.
Yeah,
Scott. So sort of just watching everything there and trimmed up a bit and got another suit. There's another suit made last season or something, and they went off the measurements from last year and like, oh, are you sure? Like it's got smaller. Like, yeah, it got smaller. So that's a good thing getting older, getting smaller. So, I just sort of live a sort of healthy, balanced sort of lifestyle.
and it seems to be somewhat secretive a little bit, but like you guys, you said you've changed chassis and stuff like that, engine package as well. Like, are you confident, like, with that new stuff? You said you're going back to Maxim, so you've previously raced them?
Yeah, so the last time I had a quick time was, with the Maxim, and, it was Scotty's old Maxim that had, been through the ringer with him. But, I'm just sort of looking forward to, a lot of people have got the same stuff these days, so there's not sort of too many out there with the Maxim, and they've got a pretty good track record, and we had a good track record with them, so we're going to, try something different.
And with that decision-making process, Jono, is who has the final call with that? Like, did you bring it up? Scotty bring it up? Chris bring it up? Like, is it a team decision? Like, how does that work?
Nah, well, when I come on board, I said we're going to need a couple of new cars at least, and I was assuming we would get triple X's like they were. And then Scotty's always had a soft spot for Maxims. And then we're final night of racing, and then that was obviously a Saturday. Monday I was washing up, seen Scotty about something, and he's like, "Oh, order some Maxims." And then they were ordered that week, yeah. So
What, and then bang, they're in.
that was it. Oh, they're still not here. They get here at the end of the week, yeah. So
Okay.
Three new cars, so.
And then how long would it take you to build a new car? Like if you had everything there, like you got to build a car, how long does it take?
Because these are going to be a bit different to start with, so it's probably going to take, a week or so to do it properly. Once you've already had them built, it'll take a few hours. Yeah.
I was doing that for me, mate. I got to build the wingless up. I'm mark a month off.
Yeah. Nah,
Just get mentally prepared.
That's what I'm preparing right now, mate.
Tell
Josh
the
and
missus-
Grizzy.
Don't tell the missus a week.
Nah, she
Yeah.
knows, mate. What a pain. Josh and Grizzy's got the chassis out at the moment, mate.
That's probably a month there.
Nah, it's done. He rang me today, dropped off yesterday, mate.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when you got a podcast, things are a bit easier. When I was trying to get shit sorted last year, no prick wanted to know me. And I didn't want to ask and think because I sound like a dickhead that didn't know anything, and I still don't. But yeah, it's a little bit easier this year, thank fuck.
Yeah. Like everything's, just about sitting there ready to go into them. It's just, we've got the chasm seat deal and whatever else, so we've got to fit his seat to the bare frame and make sure we don't need to move any shoulder belt bars and then we can get him powder coat and whatever else. So.
Is that the first year you guys are going with that chasm?
Yeah.
It's fucked. I actually want that. Like not bling nothing, genuinely for safety.
Yeah.
But it's just the price point that gets me.
Yeah, well,
And I'm like, well,
what's it worth going to work tomorrow?
yeah, well,
You know what I mean? Like versus the being stuck in a wheelchair and you can't walk.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's pretty simple, really. There's
Yeah, well, now
there's
you make
not
me feel
much.
like a
Well, that's
dickhead.
the only system that's approved to run Australia.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Looks good when they have it on that thing. Like,
Yeah.
but where do the
Without the
seats
lines.
mount? The belt mount to on that chasm onto that same bar? Because if it goes up and down, does the seat belt loosen and tighten?
Yeah, but they show you the videos of without the pucks in them.
Yep.
So obviously you're not going to squash it up the whole way.
Oh yeah. There's an
Yeah.
insert.
Yeah,
okay.
so like there's the foam insert for them or whatever they're made out of.
Which
And
is
then
done on like driver weight.
driver weight. So there's
Yep.
there's different rated pucks.
Yep.
Suit what
Like
weight-
almost
weight
like a
ranging.
spring.
Yeah.
Yep. So you'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Mate, two more things. We've been cracking an hour out. I just want to talk about your Cricket Boys win. Like obviously that would be the highlight. I'm
Yeah.
assuming of your career. Like,
Yeah.
what do you remember of that night? Like, I don't know if it's like this, but is it for me? It's like golf. The best golf game you've ever played is the easiest golf game you've ever played. Was
Yeah.
that what that night was like?
Oh, obviously, yeah. That night it took rubber and everyone was popping tires and I still remember like the right rear that we put on that night was one from like the old 34 days. It was a WAV, like it wasn't an RD20 or anything, but it was like 10 years old.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we and it was hard as all shit. So we put, and the track was super abrasive and we ended up putting that on and I think we started we're around the 10 sort of spot there.
Well, I've got you.
Where was
Do you
it?
remember where you qualified?
Nah, no idea.
So third fastest overall, first in your group.
Oh, okay.
So decent. There's no old 10-year-old tyre on at qualifying.
No.
And then in your first heat, do you remember anything?
No.
You went 5th to 6th.
No, backed it up.
Yeah, backed it up.
Don't worry about what I said before.
Outside
Yeah.
run of Bunbury normally works. Yeah.
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 Then you in the mid-pack dash. So how many Cricket Boy winners you reckon have come from the mid-pack dash?
Probably not many.
0.
0.
So you won the mid-pack dash.
Okay.
Do you remember where you started out of the feature?
Well, it would have been out of 13 then.
Yep,
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
13 to first in the Cricket Boys.
Yeah.
How did the feature race play out? You've got the old tyre, hard as shit.
Hard as shit. Yep. There was lots of stoppages towards the end then with people popping tires and I remember like I'm one for like rolling through the water and finding a bit of moisture,
Yeah.
trying to seal the tires over, and I was driving all over the infield, just trying to like cool these tires off,
Worked.
and I'm just not over driving it. And then obviously, coming to the there was that many cautions. I think it was like a green white checker to finish, and I was in second at the time. Daniel Harding obviously was leading at the time. I could see canvas. I could have his right rear, and didn't like it was going to last too long. And we got going on the restart. Like Dan hit his marks. He didn't bobble, as anything. And my nose was like at his left rear, like I was there. And then he ended up blowing his right rear tire on the last corner. And I snuck past, got the win.
Does that change the way you drive, seeing that tyre like that? Like, I don't want to be right behind him in case.
Nah. Sprint car racing.
Can't
hesitate.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like even run a different line, nothing. You just
He was doing such a good job of protecting and on the rubber, and I was going to finish second. Like, let's be honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
fuck that, mate. You won.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's another thing. I think I'm just too nice. Like,
fuck that, mate. It's so lucky Dan, because mate,
I'm good friends with Dan, and I've done a lot. When I wasn't racing, I was helping Dan. Like, when they brought Parker out and this and that, and I helped him when Parker went over to the Classic, and friend, obviously really good friends with Dan and Trevor Jolly and all that. So, it sucked for Dan, but hey, got the win. So
well, mate, if Dan won, I would have said sweet for him, but he didn't.
I can't remember, but I think he might have actually gone underweight.
Yeah, he blew. He still crossed the line second, I think, and went underweight.
Yeah, because I think, and then I do remember, I think Taylor and Andrew were on the podium with me that night.
What about in the helmet, mate? What were you doing once you crossed?
Oh, just usual shit, screaming. Fuck yeah!
Where were you, Jono?
I think I was changing tyres on Brad's car. I think we were running towards the front somewhere.
Yeah.
And then, blue tyre. And I think I changed that in the infield, then went over to him. So, congratulate him. So.
Well, you work first. Did the tyre first, did you?
Yeah.
Fuck, mate. You're
getting paid.
Scotty Chatwin, mate. You've got yourself one here, mate. I've got... So both of you will have an answer to this question, but hindsight's 20/20. Like, and in the middle of the season, your answer would be different. But if you could look forward, say 10 months or whatever, like a month or two after the season, what's the goal you have that you'd be happy with? Like, is it I want to win a race, or I want to be top whatever in the series? Is there a goal that you have?
Yeah, like
that you would measure your success on?
Yeah, you got to crawl before you can walk, obviously. So I just need some consistent top fives, like week after week, and then I think the podiums will sort of come from them once you can be there all the time. So, like I said, not going to sugarcoat it. Like, let's get a win. Like, fuck, try and get a win out there now. It's pretty fucking tough. So, I think for me and my previous track record, like I only got one podium last year. So, and I think I got 2 or 3 the year before. So we sort of, technically went backwards a little bit last season in that regard. So, I just want to be consistently, that top 5, and the rest will sort of look after itself. Once you start racing, like I said before, I touched on it before, once you start racing those top 5 guys, I think it's just open up so many avenues to, I don't know, unlock some more speed secrets. I don't know. Just learn, see what they do. And it's obviously a completely different level, but I want to race the Iwan House because I want to see what they're doing. Yeah, because I have no idea what they're doing. Yeah. We're on the same track in a different sport, like at the moment. And I'm like, if I could just run for 5 laps just to see what they're doing. Mm-hmm. But the moment they get to me, they're gone. Mm-hmm. Like, that doesn't seem to happen to you. You just start too far back. Whereas I started, I think I started 6 times off the front row, and I don't remember racing them. Like, I can qualify. Heat race is fine. It's just a different sport. Yeah. And then, what about you, Jono? Do you have metrics in your head that or like KPIs that you would measure your success on at the end of the year?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think a big one, not just for myself, but for the team, is getting qualified a lot better, more consistently, and then you want to build on your top 5s. You want to get consistent top 5s, and then being having a crack at it, and then you obviously want to be pretty top 3 in the series would be good. So
How in depth do you go? Like, because top fives, do you just work back from that? Okay, if we want to be in top five, we need to probably start in the top 6 or 8, whatever it is.
You need to be in the dash.
So how do you do that?
Yeah.
You've got to be in the dash. How do you get in the dash? You've got to do this. It's qualifying.
Yeah,
Okay.
qualify good.
It's qualified.
How fucked is it to qualify?
That's why I like the Australian title format, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
qualifying.
Yeah.
Past cars get points. So
Yeah.
I think we've.
Half the time it works out better if you time third. You know, get your outside front row and
Yeah.
get your heat race win. And
Then you're outside front row for the dash, and then you're front row for the feature. So that's always a good one for the Motorplex.
How much of a head fuck is it then? Like, you know the system if you just don't qualify well. Are you just like, you just know I'm eating shit for the whole night. Like,
it's hard because then you can, you know, I mean, sure, he's done it plenty. You go at the mid pack and then you can do better lap times than the guys in the dash, and then you can't do anything
yeah.
because then you still got to start 13th.
Yeah, you win a race and start 13th.
Yeah, but you can be better than the guys
Yeah.
in the A and B dash, and you know the lap times don't lie because you're straight out after them.
What about for qualifying then? Is qualifying a horsepower game or a setup game? Like, I guess to the casual fan, I would think they would think the best engine wins qualifying. Is that the case, or is it setup?
No,
It's
not the case.
You know, I mean, you can have the right setup, be in the wrong part of the track though.
Yep.
You know, like Motorplex changes quite a lot, and you know, you can be on the right part of the colour change that you might think, but it's, you know, still greasy up there. So you got to be a little bit below it sometimes. Sometimes you got to be right on the colour change, and sometimes
you'll see J-Mac do a lap on the curve.
On the bottom, mate.
Fuck, that puts another spanner in the work.
That this year, when he started doing that this year, did that blow your mind? When he started passing cars in heat races on the bottom?
and just stuck there, like just sort of stuck with it. Didn't just do it for one corner. Like did the whole race down there, and you know, you make your own line down there. Like you flick the dirt up, and you sort of make your own track down there. Probably doesn't start off the best, but you stick to it, and then it blow all the crap off, and then you got your own racetrack down there by the end of it. I guess like you don't that style of driving you don't see a lot at the Motorplex, do you?
No, like speaking with Chad, who obviously speaks with Buzzy and that a fair bit, they reckon that like he's genuinely put hours and hours and hours into learning how to drive the bottom, like just footage and footage and footage. Like he seems to come in so hard that it looks like he's going to like slide himself, but then at center of the corner he just pivots and stays low. Like, do you watch that? Do you try and implement anything like that?
Yeah, you go back and watch, you know, the last race meeting, and because you're at the back, you're not at well, not I'm at the back, but you're not in the top 3 or 4. So you what are they doing? Where were they running? I remember running here, and you know the camera doesn't really go back to the mid pack too much. It's sort of
Story of my life, mate.
Yeah. It sticks
I
to
would
the
love
leaders,
to
but-
review my race.
Yeah,
I'm not on the camera.
yeah. So, but yeah, just going back to the running the bottom thing. It's you know I was he was say I was a fucking gutter rat for ages.
for years. Yeah.
Just always like running the bottom. What are you doing on the bottom? Get up the top. This that. All right, now you can't get me out of the fence. So I think I've done the laps there on the bottom. Like I'm still pretty decent on the
Heat
bottom.
race
Like
that you did on the bottom there.
yeah, like
Last 3 or
there's
4
been
on
a
the
few
bottom.
times at Motorplex where you were around the bottom one corner and the top the next corner. Like that's different. Rip the top in 1 and 2, and the bottom 3 and 4, and don't see that very often. But that's different way of driving one corner to the other. One corner you just sort of flat out pretty much, and the other one is a lot more technical.
So if we speak end of the season, and you've ticked off, you know, top 5s and podiums, maybe a win, that's like your overall thing. So it's just top 5s.
Yeah.
Because your KPI, say it's the top 5, the top 5s leads to everything else you want.
Yeah.
So the first thing you need to get is the top 5.
Yeah, and I think I was what was I 6 on Maddington Toyota points this year.
Yep.
So
Do you ever go back and look at like your average starting position in a feature race or anything?
I was
Like
nowhere at the start of this year, like because we just
you must have started on average outside the 10.
yeah it was just,
Yeah.
Mr. King Crow, mate.
Yeah.
Just getting those.
Well, you know,
How many tools did you
hang
get?
on, little fun fact. I never knew till I started there. The big King Chrome hard charger check's got a little sprint car on it, number 79.
It's got 79 on it, yeah. So like you know,
Chris Coyle Perpetual Trophy, mate. They handed out every.
yeah.
They knew.
So I reckon, well, I think this year we would have got, I don't know, $2,500 worth of King Cream vouchers, I reckon. Well, Toolmart vouchers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then the year before, probably $1,500, $2,000. Spent some money on tools.
With that
been good.
prize money and those little things, I always think like, obviously for those businesses that hand it out and that, it means a lot. And I'm like, you haven't paid for like the WD-40 for the night. Like it's so crazy, like what you get back versus what you put in.
And then
Hey?
we got the hard charger at the high limit as well on the final night. So then I think you doubled up. You got the King Cream and the rod end supply one, which was another $500. Yeah.
Ooh, cleaned up.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some fan questions here. I need to go through them. What's this one? All right, I stuffed them up. So I lost all the Facebook ones. So we've only got the ones that I've got from Instagram, mate. So first one, Jai Carrington. I'm assuming a mate of you boys. If Kris wins, will the crocodile come out to play?
Fair chance, yeah.
Fair chance.
Fair chance.
What would that be like if you win? Is it like, but party time back at the shop, or like?
Yeah, we're all a pretty happy bunch. So
Everyone pisses off from the pits, eh? Like the night's done, everyone goes back to the shops and.
yeah, no, we sort of always seem to be the last one there. So
Yeah, on that last night it was used and AP, hey,
yeah,
and the wingless crew.
yeah,
Wingless crew are there all the time.
You got to enjoy it, don't you? Yeah.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Like it's like beers after footy. Like, yeah, if you don't come together and celebrate, it's just no good. So the crocodile is coming out, and then the same man, Jai Carrington, he wants to know if your tongue's healed from when the J bomb rolled his wingless.
Still a lump there.
How bad was it?
Nah, it was fuck. I don't know. Like wingless, whatever.
No, the cut on your tongue. Like, was
I
it?
never even got a cut.
I was thinking you're like a big snake or something, mate, with the way you're screaming in the cockpit. Right now on YouTube, there's going to be playing right now.
it's on Facebook.
Make sure you zoom in on the helmet,
Mate. Where were you running there? Were you leading?
No, I reckon I was running second to Daryl Clayton.
Okay. Yep.
And then there's a tyre imprint on my helmet.
Yeah, because you got shit mixed, eh?
Yeah,
When you went
there's
over.
a left rear tread pattern all the way across my helmet.
Who was the white car there sneaking up on the inside? Do you remember?
Nah.
Yeah, they got you. And then BCM Motorsports, so Brian Chalmers Motorsports flicked in a message. Tell us the influence that your dad, Big Steve, had on you. And we obviously spoke about it and what he did for your career. And obviously went over and watched some Speedway and brought a car back. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Paddy 4811 asked Kris how soaked he got when he drove through the water truck puddle at the Cricket Boys in Bunbury. I don't know if that means something to you.
Water truck. Oh, is this after the race? Maybe at the
Not sure, mate.
boys' race.
Maybe it was keeping your tyres wet.
Maybe that's probably what it is. Yeah, yeah.
He got absolutely soaked, Paddy. There's the answer.
Oh yeah.
Reese Cummings, are you travelling over east this year, or are you just staying in WA?
I think we'll just stay in WA. Yeah.
Sethy Kershaw.
Pending, who knows?
Yeah, there's enough racing on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so busy over here, just with the Christmas time, the February. You know, you literally have that 2-3 week window to go do the classic and title and whatever. But see how we're traveling. But anything's possible. But
Young fella, Sethy Kershaw, he runs a little social media and video company called WK Media. He wants to know if you've heard of him before. He's done some videos for like Buddha and stuff like that. He's a good little kid. He'll be floating around. I'll send him your way one time this year.
yeah,
He's going to do some videos for the work area this year.
yeah, it comes to
So
LA.
WK Media, jump online and like him.
Is there going to be footage from the work area for the work area?
Don't know.
No.
I don't really plan too much, mate.
No.
I'll just wing it. Mate, we don't get in the work area,
Because
mate.
there'll be some fucking yelling and screaming and whatever else.
Yeah,
going
it
on
would be,
there.
eh? I would like to sponsor it,
Yeah.
but I don't get emails back from Gav Mulgrew, unfortunately.
heard that.
I'm trying to get the signs up,
He was
mate.
in here the other day. You
Oh,
didn't ask him? No.
Oh, mate, he's a celebrity, mate. He's easily the biggest like social media stuff I've had.
Yeah.
20,000 views on all the videos. Like
The gas man.
they love his World Series concept. Have you guys seen that?
I watched it briefly the other
Yeah.
day. Yeah, it's sort of fun.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Thanks for support.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I tuned in on bits and pieces.
Who else we got here? D Hardigan 77 is a filthy driver. He took Jason Kendrick out once last year. I'm not sure if you know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's filthy, mate. Main straight, he just like seeing JK and just turn hard left.
Yeah.
Hard left, yeah.
That's what his boy said, anyways.
He wants to know if you've returned the water truck keys from the title in Bunbury.
Oh, yeah. The one that he won, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That was a while ago. The water truck or the grader at Bunbury?
Don't know, mate.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Sneaky.
From Max Lang, I'm assuming he probably wants you to say him. Any up and coming young drivers in WA that you keep your eye on? Is there anyone in like the dirt carts or anything like that is a little bit of a freak?
I'm still very new to it all, so not following it a great deal at the moment to see that. Like, I know Wagen's on this weekend, and pending the weather, but that's a big junior race, so that'll be good to see a few of the kids out there. Like, there's over 30 in the rookies, I think it is. So,
Okay.
But as from looking out a speedway side of things, someone that comes to mind like that, I would see like that young coming up, improving. Like, big one standout would be Jack Williamson for me.
Yeah,
like,
I think
I know
he's
he's in
gonna
a sprint
launch,
car,
eh?
but he's get along really well with Jack, great bloke. So just from seeing him grow from, he's still only young, but he's still growing. But he's come a long way, leaps and bounds, and it's probably one to answer the question, but not so much in the junior divisions.
He's only still young. I don't even know the guy, but Mikey Green seems to be pretty promising by the looks of things.
A few 360 wins last year, jumped on the back, made the feature at the last round.
Yeah. He seems one that could be up and coming. Well, could be thereabouts pretty soon,
No, and Maxie Lang, he goes all right. He's got a nice little 500 there. Mate, Cameron Stathy, for you, Jono, what do you like most at Frickers near Fremont, Ohio? What's this, a strip joint or what is it?
Nah, so Cameron, who else is there? Josh is over there. There was someone else, I don't know. And I was talking to Josh the other day and teed him up to get a bit of a shop tour around Kissler Engines while they're in Fremont. And then I said, once you get done out there, go to Frickers for lunch. And I can't even remember what's on the menu there now, geez. But I told him, go here, and there's a hotel across the road. And I think I remember it was, with the Hardings, we had the Toda home parked out the front there one night, and it was a good car wash behind there. We used to go to wash afterwards, and whatever else was good. But I couldn't tell you what my favourite thing on the menu is these days.
Mate, and is America, like, you've obviously been over there, is it as awesome as I think it would be in my head to go over and like maybe spend a week or two there just floating around tracks and stuff? Is it an epic time?
Oh yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot easier to go racing. Like you can be planning to go racing somewhere and the weather's looking shit house or whatever. So 2 hours down the road, we'll go pick up this race, and it's you don't have to nominate, nothing like that. Just roll up, pay your money at the gate, and away you go.
That easy.
Yeah, it's just. And there's that many more part shops, and it's just you can get everything easier and quicker, and
The last fan question we've got here from Jake Robinson, Link Chassis, shout out. If you two were locked in a room in a fight to the death, who wins?
Pretty straightforward.
Chris, that easy. Jeez, Chris, you must go, all right?
Pretty self-explanatory, that one, I reckon.
Nah, I had one, man, that I told you the whole time. I was looking for this one from Benny Stockdale, and I cannot find it. And it was worth a carton of piss to me, so...
Oh, you're missing out.
I don't know how that social media shit works, man. I need to get way better at that. Whatever. All right, well, Merger Motorsports, they... big season. Do you get excited for the season? Like, have you guys done it enough? Like, I genuinely can't wait. Like, I feel like it's going to be launched. I'm going to do a heap of these. So, if there is any teams, I've reached out to a couple, but if there's any of the sprint car teams that are keen to come in and do one, flip me a message. I'm happy to crank out as many as I can, and we'll get it going. But I feel like even this, like now I'm hell excited just to see how you go. And it's the best thing about this podcast, meeting people and talking to people. Like I have so much more of a buy-in on heaps of people in the field. So,
I remember like when you first started, you said you like shit scared to come up to say hello.
yeah, I just felt like a dickhead, mate. Like, because I'm not like
I was
a
like,
mic guy.
that's old mate from
Yeah,
the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I
Oh, yeah,
remember
look where
that
it is now,
at
yeah.
Bunbury on the fence there. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I remember that
Yeah.
because I felt like a dickhead.
Yeah, and then you, I think you introduced yourself the next meeting at the Motorplex. Yeah, on for a good old chin wag. So.
Yeah. Just it is a weird feeling, man, rolling up to dudes and asking for an interview. Like it's just not my go, my go at all. Here and having a wild turkey 101 and talking shit is easy, but rolling around with a mic, man, it feels weird as hell.
And is it getting better?
The
You're getting more and more recognised with the drivers and that necessarily aren't.
Yeah, it's like I told my missus I only started in November. Like I think just I don't like the analytics because it's somewhat addictive and you can tell how many likes. But like it's been like 60,000 people just on Facebook. Instagram's bigger. The followers are getting bigger. But yeah, I just told my missus I'm excited for the season now because like I just know a few more people and
know
it
the
just
backstories.
Yep,
And
it just then I have more buy-in. Then I'm like I'm more keen to see how you guys go. And then like I've like Cody Lawrence and Jason Pride, I know them a little bit now, so I'm keen to see how they go. And then Ryan Cricky and like now I'll see Gav and like Veronica McCann, Riley. Like I know all these people, so it's like Speedway's just even more fun for me because like I started this thing in November at Powerpalooza. No shit, I was like a fucking idiot on my own in the crowd on my own eating a quarter chicken and chips.
Yeah.
And then it's like now it's like it's a different game for me, which is awesome for me because I genuinely love it. So yeah, I'm hoping to launch pretty hard this year. And well, I've only got really one camera tonight, but I'm hoping to have two cameras next time we set up. This piece of shit here is going to get dished in the bin. And yeah, we're flying, mate. I like doing what I do, and yeah, can't wait to see how the season goes.
No, that's it. It's definitely a good thing what you're doing. Like there's a little window of opportunity for it, and tackle it both hands.
Yeah, well, my dream though the whole time was that like not dream. My thought process was I listen to a podcast when I'm working on the car.
Yeah.
And then it's sweet to see people send me like things of them listening to it while they're working on the car because it's sort of the whole reason why I started it. So
yeah, it was good when it come out and drive the mile up each day. Got a little bit boring. So.
mine, the concept might have been good early. I don't reckon the product was that great, but we've polished it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Me and Benny Stockdale, mate, episode number one.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I've dogged him for this question,
Special
mate.
guest.
So
Surprised he didn't bloody blow the microphone apart.
no, he did good. He did good. I didn't know how to edit the software, so the volume wasn't too great. But no, we're going there. But mate, it's easy to produce this content with how good the product is. Like I get to go to the Motorplex, best place in the world. I get to watch this series. Like it's not hard. There's stars throughout the entire field. Like you've had some nights there where you're 16th or whatever. You've won a cricket, boys. You can drive the shit out of it. Like and I like my footy, and there's stories throughout the entire ladder, and I feel like it's the same for Speedway and the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series. Like there's stories throughout the entire field. There's battles. There's people battling on stuff, and yeah, hopefully I can get a little bit more in depth this year, and I'll be filming my little post race interviews, and hopefully some people know what I am, and it makes it a bit easier asking. But we'll have a crack. We'll see how we go. Thanks, boys. Really appreciate your time. Go the 79.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
All right, thank you.